Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, it is a beautiful December day. We are to the south of Newcastle, Utah at this, well, it's an old quarry. They're mining out, well, it looks like dimensional rock for gravel, things like that. And out here in this dacite, there appears to be a bunch of different agate nodules, chalcedony nodules, things like that. We're gonna dig around in here. We're gonna collect a bunch of them, and we're gonna take them back to the shop. We're gonna cut them, do a little bit of investigating, see if any of it's good and worth keeping. Sarah's already over there finding all the best stuff. These little guys here, they seem quite abundant. I smashed one, and it was chalcedony, so let's hope for the best. We're gonna go through here and just kind of pick a bunch of them out. You'll probably be hearing the sound of a chainsaw in the distance as somebody cuts their wood, but you can kind of see a little bit of the lay of the land here. It's definitely a popular area to go shooting at. Oh, you got something?
Just a real little.
Yeah, that is. Let's look at this over here. It's pretty colorful. That looks like a nice piece of jasper, if you ask me.
Yeah, I've been seeing some green. Thought it was jasper.
Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if people are whacking at this thing. Interesting. I'm gonna have to come back and give that guy a whack myself. Oh, look at this. Nice color.
Yeah, kind of like that one I picked up.
Very cool. So many little nodules in here. That's looking a little scraggly, but I still want to take some of this stuff back, cut it up. Let's just see here real quick. There's one. I don't want to take too many of these little guys, but that one's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Look at that. I mean, you could just really fill a specimen cup here pretty quickly. I was kneeling on one, kneeling on that. I mean, that's got some water line and some quartz crystals. Pretty cool.
Hold up. Stop. Maybe that's quartz? I can't tell.
And that looks like calcite right there. Yeah, it's interesting that walking just a little bit really changes. I mean, and then you have things like this where it's just right there, right?
You can see them all in this rock here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's a lot in this. And you could just sit here and chisel. Oh, that one just came out. I didn't bring the rock hammer up here with me, but we'll knock this guy out, I think. Oh, it's coming out. Bigger rock, more pry. That's not bad. Cut that up. I'll have to clean this guy up. Kind of looks like there's a big piece right behind you and off to your, over your right shoulder. Yeah, there's a lot in here. That just kind of everywhere. Ooh, that's a nice one. It's pretty big.
That's pretty big.
Like enjoys destroying the environment. She's not an environmentalist.
Just helping it break down.
Here's a nice piece, I think. Yeah, I'm real curious. Is that just going to be a solid little piece of chalcedony? Are we going to have any fortified lines on the inside of these? Sure is beautiful out here. It's like the perfect winter day.
Yeah.
So these coming out of dacite would be referred to as a nodule. It's important to point out that you have, let's just say, thunder eggs, geodes, and nodules. The difference between those is not what is on the inside. The difference between those is what they come out of. Thunder eggs, regardless of being solid or having a hollow cavity, would be referred to, well, wait. Thunder eggs, regardless of what's on the inside, dang, check that out. Regardless of what's on the inside, would be coming only out of rhyolite. Geodes, with a big void on the inside, will not be coming out of rhyolite, okay? Nodules, like these guys, this feels pretty heavy, would be coming out of, your basalts, sandstones, whatever. The main thing here is thunder eggs, one word, not two words, comes out of rhyolite. Geodes, nodules, whatever, comes out of other things. If you're curious about this subject and you would like to learn more, I would highly recommend the formation of, it's Lithify Sci, The Formation of Thunder Eggs. Excellent book, pricey book, but if you want to learn more about the subject, that's the primary source. Yeah, the abundance here is crazy. Like there's one, there's one, there's one, there's a couple, there's many little ones right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, very impressive to see. We're not going to have to collect much more. We almost got half a bucket. Like the perfect, huh? Where's the other half though?
I don't know.
In all of the rockhounding guidebooks, I think just about every single one of them will have listings and they just say tumbler material, which is really just filler content. Like they wanted to have on the cover of the book say like 101 localities. So they put tumbler material in there just to like fill them out. But I feel like actually this place, if you wanted to do some tumbling, this would be pretty good. If you wanted a whole bunch of like interesting, like kind of tumbled out nodules, it wouldn't be too bad. Thoughts, Sarah? Tumbler material?
Yeah, they're already kind of roundish, halfway started.
I don't have a rock tumbler. See if I can even get it. Probably still here for a reason. It's like a... So we can split. There's a little crack here. There's a crack. I'm trying to open up.
You think it's gonna break off a solid usable piece or just gonna crumble?
Good question.
Looks pretty crumbly.
It is a little, but there's like, if you could work out a nice piece here, I think it'd be good. I feel like this might be still be here for a reason.
It's pretty. It looks like purple and green.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'll just keep at it for a little bit.
Okay. Oh.
I need a bigger pry bar with us on these things.
Yeah, that's really pretty. A little big, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yay. Okay, you saw, I'm going to go get some water. Hold on. I love the 3-pound S-wing hand sledge and the GAD bar. That and a flat 1-inch chisel. Okay. Look at that.
Yeah, that's really nice here. You want to get closer on that? That's nice.
That's a great piece of Jasper. I'm satisfied with what we got. I think we did pretty good. There's more nodules here than what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the Jasper, let alone like a big chunk like that I can cut up later. There was no quartz crystals. That's what I was expecting coming out here. Although one of the nodules that I got does have like little teeny tiny quartz crystals in it, but that doesn't... When I think quartz crystals, I think like a finger size, like...
Yeah.
Scepter,
not
terminated.
Like
not like, you know, yeah, so...
But I mean, we only looked right here.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they
mean...
are over here.
We got a big open space. Is there quartz crystals out here? Quite possibly, quite possibly. I wouldn't rule that out. But maybe on a return trip, hiking off into the woods, we'll be able to find some.
Yeah. Also,
it's warm out here. Don't come out here in August.
No.
No August. No. It is mid-December right now, and I don't know, I'm warm. I'm warm. All right. I'm going to catch up with you back in the shop. What are your any other thoughts, Sarah? Any thoughts?
No, just got to spend a lot of time out here. Probably stuff
Yeah.
all over.
All right, so this is what 1200 grit silicon carbide looks like on these. I'm going to switch over. We're going to be doing 3000 grit diamond, one of my homemade diamond belts, still going strong. I get asked about it, and people are like, how are those? Amazing. Don't buy diamond belts, make your diamond belts. If you can do this whole lapidary thing, you can do this. 14,000, okay? That's the plan. They are directional. They're a little little hot dog shaped, but you know, that doesn't affect it any once it's on the drum. I have this here because I have my drill press right there, and I don't want any like little mist to be getting on the cast iron of the drill press. I do want to make something probably out of aluminum, a little more permanent and nicer looking than a rag. These are the finished results of the polishes. So 14,000 grit. I did not do cerium oxide. You can see there's that little pop out right there. 14,000. No, I did not do cerium oxide. It seemed a little unnecessary. Obviously, quartz is very, very difficult to polish. Nowhere near as good as the chalcedony, and then the Jasper. And the Jasper is what I really kind of liked more than anything here. I think that's a cool color. I think it's really pretty, and obviously it took a great polish as one would expect with something like this. So obviously didn't cut everything. We got a lot of like little nodules that we can
someday.
Yeah, someday. What else? Yeah, so this stuff, I mean, you know, it's okay. Like, as you saw, some of these are not super fantastic, but, you know, I think sometimes maybe having some duds is perfectly fine. It kind of makes it when you're like cutting, let's say 30% of the stuff that you cut is kind of meh, right? Like, that's an acceptable loss. It makes the good ones better. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
What else? Let's look at some of these big pieces. Obviously, very red and green.
Maybe it looked more purple. Maybe the purple's here and the red's here. I thought it was a purple and green when you're pulling it out, but it really polished up to be red. And
it definitely is one of those things, like, you know, we've talked a lot about color here on the channel, where it's very subjective, right? And the way it looks in like the long winter sunlight is different than what you're going to see in here with like well balanced camera and lighting. But I would say this is pretty accurate.
That's red and that's purple, I think.
You let us know. Red? Purple? I agree with that. Well, any thoughts on that location? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we should go back and scout for more Jasper because we were really focused on the little nodules, and that was kind of an afterthought.
I think with banded chalcedony nodules and pieces like this where we get some water line, we get some fortification, and then we get the quartz crystal pockets, I think it's great. It's great. In hindsight, if I was to go back, I would probably skip anything about this size. It seems like from this obviously limited cutting I did, these littler pieces have less features than the ones that are slightly bigger, but we've seen that in other localities, so that totally makes sense. I'd probably lean more towards this and less so that.
Yeah.
Time to go back and go hiking. Go back and just like
Yeah,
tromp around in the hills.
We really definitely stuck to a very small area of the whole area, so.
But look what we got from that small area. So like,
yeah.
you know, it's one of those things where going back 2, 3, 4 times is probably pretty worth it.
Yeah.
So who knows? There's definitely going to be more Jasper out there somewhere. You just got to find it. I would go back with a bigger pry bar. You know, I only had the, what is it, like an 18-inch GAD bar. I don't really have, my selection for bars for like getting big things, it goes GAD, like 36-inch hex bar. I need like need something in between. I need an in-between bar. That's the next thing I look for. So, well, you're good? Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you would like to see more content like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can hit a like button. And if you're able to, head on over to Patreon where you can support this content directly and ensure that it keeps happening. Your support means everything to me. Thank you, and I will catch you in the next video.